What's up, everybody? I hope you guys are doing great. How are you
What's
doing, Jiren?
What's up with
I'm
the
doing
breakers,
fine,
dude?
guys. How are you doing?
We're going very good right now. So today we are in Dragon Ball, the talk show with the TheBHbrothers with Cyrex on
What
my
up?
left and Jiren on my right. How you doing, brother?
Yeah.
From the
Yeah, just a little bit
Netherlands.
tired still.
Yeah.
As you know.
Yeah, Jiren, so what time is it at home for you right now?
It's exactly 1 o'clock in the night.
1 o'clock in the night.
So, yeah, it's pretty early in the evening, but yeah, for me, when I get up early, it's pretty late. Yes.
So that's what we can call a real fan, a real trooper who can wake up in the middle of the night to be here at the talk show. We really appreciate that for you to be here, Jared. It's amazing.
What's
Definitely.
up, PoPoBear? Live in the chat
Thanks,
with Chris Lafamboise. What's up, guys?
What's up, Chris? What's up,
I'm not
Popo
used to
Bear?
speaking that microphone.
You're not used to speaking in microphone? Do you feel...
I feel like a radio, like I'm
Yeah.
on radio live.
radio?
What's up?
Already.
So today it's very simple. Like always, a talk show just to talk about Dragon Ball. We're gonna have a little list that we're gonna go through today with Jiren. It's gonna be, if everyone was there from the last talk show, it was with Peter. Pidgeotto was in the house. We had a blast with him. Talked a lot about the Dragon Ball cards. We talk about his shop. Hopefully, it's going very well for you as well, Pidgeotto at home. But today with Jiren, not only that we're gonna have some information about you, my brother, want to know more about how you felt in love with Dragon Ball, but we also are gonna have more subject-based or Dragon Ball Z, not Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Super, but we're gonna focus more on the Z season or saga. That is, I think we all grew up in the Z moment, right, Jiren?
Definitely. Yeah, it's definitely nostalgia moments there. That's where it all started. So, for me at least, yes.
Yeah. So, okay, so today so we're going to ask you to start to introduce yourself, Jiren, who you are, where do you live, and why are you here today with us?
So yeah, my name is Peter. I live in the Netherlands. I think most people already know. I just turned 37 yesterday.
Oh, happy birthday!
really?
Thank
Nice.
you very much.
Give
And
and a applause.
so yeah, basically why I'm here is it's actually nice how I went from you guys, because I started watching It's Me PG, and later on YouTube showed me you guys on the screen, so I clicked on it, and yeah, it was instantly a hype for me. And I knew from day one I was a #1 fan, because this was something I was always looking for. And
Some crazy guys.
and when I and when I said about when you guys talk about the podcast, the talk show, and to be a guest in it, I was like, of course I'm going to be a guest in it. That's really cool. I felt honored, you know. So
Yeah. And
that's
we're
why
honored
I
that you're here
today
too.
Also,
Yeah, for sure.
We can
that's
even
why I
do a
also
podcast with
today
4 peoples.
woke up for that. No problem.
Awesome.
You know what,
Yeah.
Yanni? We could even invite both Peters. At the
Yeah, at
on
some
the
point
podcast.
that's gonna happen too.
Yeah.
Trust me, it's already in the
Gonna have
plans
a few
for
people.
sure.
That would be great for
That'd be
sure.
great.
So, just while you can answer one quick question, I'm just gonna go get something because I realize I got something to drink, but I dislike it. I would rather some water than this, and I'm really thirsty. But before I do that, tell us when is the first time you watched Dragon Ball Z? How old you were, where you are, how did it happen the first time? And I'll be back.
All right. So I think Dragon Ball Z started back then in the Netherlands around late 90s, if I'm correct. Well, I'm not too sure when it even aired officially. I was around an age of 13 or 14. I remember my brothers. I have two older brothers. They were watching Dragon Ball Z on. I believe it was aired on Cartoon Network.
Okay.
I'm not too sure if you guys are familiar with it.
Yeah.
I knew the moment when I watched with my brothers because I was a little bit younger and I was not too sure if it was any fun. So I was watching with them, and then I realized this is something really cool. I like the fighting style, and even then, on a younger age, I really liked it to watch it. So it continued my ambition to watch the episodes after my school. When I came home, I believed it was like 30 minutes when I get home. It aired on the television, and I was instantly hooked and was starting to watch it with my brothers. So it all started pretty early, late 90s, I believe.
Yeah. For me, I always remember we were in high school. Me, Cyrex, PoPoBear were going to the same high school. And when I started really liking it, it was the books. We're reading the books.
yeah,
For
the
me, it
books.
was not the TV shows. And at some point...
They were in French also.
Yeah, they were in French too.
French
There was a
books.
language, and it was rare. And I couldn't speak really well English in the time, so for me, French books like this. So I had the first book. I'm always gonna remember for me because I started with Dragon Ball, the first one, not the Z. And I always remember I was watching in the first book, I saw Bulma like naked, and I'm like 14. I'm like, what this is? What is that? Oh, I like it, but it's weird.
Yeah, younger she was pretty hot.
And
Yeah, definitely.
and after that, yeah, we were just going every month. The book was coming out at chapters at school, and we're going like I was buying the books, but I remember it was school people, that were going with us, and they were just stealing the books because they wanted so bad, but they didn't have the money to buy them. So they were just stealing them. Do you remember
I
that?
think I'm guilty. I did steal one also.
You did steal a
Yup,
book,
I did
Cyrex?
once.
Oh my god. We
Yup.
have Cyrex on
Yeah.
TV saying that he stole
Sorry,
something in
guys.
his life. Oh my god. I hope your parents
Oh
are
my
not
God.
watching right now, Cyrex. I think it would be a shame of
It
you.
was like $7 or something.
Busted.
for the book.
I think that happened before you met me. That's probably when you were with Maddie alone in your
Hey,
life.
PoPoBear remembers. He said
Yeah.
Cyrex did.
Yeah,
I remember.
Cyrex. Oh, so
Cyrex.
I think PoPoBear, you are the bad influence or something. So, yeah, the magic of the first time we've seen Dragon Ball, it's always going to be a memory I think we all going to cherish for a really long time. Other than that,
Definitely.
Jiren. So, okay, we know Jiren was one of your probably favorite character from the Super, but if we would say which one would be your favorite character in the Z Saga? And
Well,
why?
that's an easy one. That's definitely Majin Vegeta. I really like Vegeta as well, but the idea of Majin Vegeta took me over more. I'm not too sure if it was the arrogance of Vegeta itself or the whole role play in it. I still can't figure it out why, but I liked his role really at the Majin Vegeta.
So you like
So definitely
how
Vegeta.
at some point, so let's say it all started when they went into that spaceship and he realized that he could tap in more. The way I seen it is he can tap in more power by letting himself controlled by the magic of Babidi. And when he received
Yeah.
that power, I think it made him stronger to be able to more be at the same level as Goku, I would say. But he was able to also release more of his anger, but you could see at the end he was still in control. So I like that thing that happened. I like how the fact also he blew up like half of the tournament that was there with all the people. I didn't give a shit at that time. So yeah, that was pretty cool. Imagine.
I
Definitely.
can't wait to watch that again.
Oh.
I'm almost there.
Yeah.
It was a really small part that Majin Vegeta took, of course, but I think it really took over from there because before that, when the Cell Saga, we had Gohan, of course, and I think everyone remembers the moment when Gohan turned Super Saiyan 2. It was like that moment as well, you know, with Gohan. It's like maybe a different phase. You went from a character to the another because they underwent some kind of transformation or something. You know, it gives you like, oh, I want to be a Super Saiyan too. I wanna power up myself as well. You know, so sometimes you were like, oh, and it didn't work, but you were going at it. You know, it's like some characters really take you into the role. So yeah, go on in early stage, Vegeta in later stage, definitely for the Z series, definitely, yeah.
Cool. So that's pretty fun to know. So like
that go on SPR is pretty sick. The blue,
oh yeah, the
blue
new
card.
one. Yeah, you saw the new one that's coming? Peter, it's just
Definitely.
that card's gonna be sick. So okay, so what we're gonna do right now is we're just gonna go down through the 3 different sagas. We're gonna talk a bit about our favorite moments of all of the 3 of us. And so the first one, it's always gonna be like this. You guys are gonna see in the screen. It's the saga of Goku and Frieza, especially when he becomes Goku. When Goku becomes a Super Saiyan, that's the real moment. So let's start with talking about this moment. Okay, so this is actually where for you, Peter, it all started, because if we remember at the beginning, you still didn't watch the Dragon Ball, the first one when Goku was younger, right?
That's true, yeah.
So that's for sure. It's gonna be something that's probably gonna happen to you in next year, I guess, and I hope, because it's really cool to see some moment and thinking that at some point Yamcha was a threat to Goku. So what I'm saying that is
That were all a threat.
yeah, we're
Everyone.
going far in Dragon Ball when we say Yamcha could have been a threat. He was not a threat,
Shinen,
but
same thing.
no, Tien Shinhan was at some point, I would say, stronger, but that's gonna be for another story. So let's keep it in Dragon Ball Z saga. So Goku, when it started. So it all started when Raditz came, and we all knew about where the Saiyans came from. So it all started there. So how do you guys felt to know that Goku came from another planet, and knowing those origin? Did you guys like the idea behind it? Do you think was similar to other stuff that we already seen? How do you guys felt about the first time you noticed what a Saiyan was?
Well, for me, I really don't have any expectations about it, but when I think of it, when Goku from another race landed on Earth, and they took that Grandpa Goku took care of him just like an own human. Of course, he looks like a human, but then with a tail. And but they didn't treat him differently than anyone else. At least that's what I expected for for someone from outer space. So I really think it was. I like the concept how they took it. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I really like the idea. Yeah.
He has a pure heart, so he's just a nice little boy.
Yeah, but as Saiyans, they were races that was technically pure. I'm not going to say necessarily evil, but they were focused on their mission, and they were dedicated to it, and they would do it no matter what.
Well, they all served Frieza, basically.
Yeah, exactly. They were their slaves.
Yeah.
And what I like about also the Saiyans is the fact that they are, like Vegeta said, the best race of fighters, because every time they fight and they go close to getting their ass kicked or dying, they just get stronger. And that proved in the future when he gets Ultra Ego.
How much stronger? Do we know?
Every fucking fight wow.
But how much? Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good
difficult to say.
question. I feel that depends on the damage in himself. It depends who did it. It's like the first one, the Frieza saga. So if we go in Goku's power, let's talk about that. So Goku arrives, he fights Raditz. And Raditz is really low in his power level. I think Raditz something like, is he in the 1600 or 2000 power level? I can't remember by heart how much he was. But I remember that there was him and Goku was almost at the same level. And after that, Nappa came. He went to go train with Kaioken. And he came back, was not as strong as Vegeta, but almost, and he goes, and from there to when he arrives on Namek, there's a freaking gap there. I don't know, like this gap. I don't know if like. So we went from there, and it did such a gap because yes, Frieza also almost died like Goku. What is the difference? Is Goku actually trained while going there, and Vegeta healed faster than Goku? So why did Vegeta add this such a gap that they're both Saiyans? So that's a good question, huh?
It's hard to answer.
I think when Goku went to Namek, I think he also trained in that in the spaceship with the gravity.
Yeah.
They had the gravity. Yeah, it's not a gravity chamber. Yeah, it's a gravity chamber. I mean, he trained there while he was flying to Namek, so I think that made a big difference because of the gravity that took its toll, and he could recover it there. So I think that's what it makes. The big gap.
So I think you're right
That's what I
about that
think.
because if we go back in the story of Dragon Ball when they were younger and they were training, it was always with the basic of Master Roshi having their turtle shell on their back with the weight, always training to
Gathering
be the
milk.
heavier. And after that, so like you said, what is the difference between Vegeta and Goku when they fought after? So Vegeta still went out and started hunting for the Dragon Balls while Goku was training in the spaceship that was taking more time. So they were both different, like you said, was gravity. And that means if gravity is there, so that means the secret of being strong in Dragon Ball, we just found it. It's gravity.
What was the highest gravity
Yeah.
in that capsule corp?
Yeah.
Nate? Do you remember?
Yeah.
What was the number?
The 500?
What 500?
Which part? In
On the
Super?
way to Frieza's fight.
It was 100.
Oof.
100?
Yeah, really? 100?
Yeah, it was 100. On
Well, it's not higher than that?
No. 500 was at
that's-
Vegeta in the Super when he's training at home.
On Earth. Yeah,
On Earth, yeah. So, okay, other than that, let's talk about the Ginyu Force. Do you like
yeah,
guys the
nice.
Ginyu Force? Who is your favorite one in them? I want you, Jiren, to go first.
Oh, this is definitely a hard one because I remembered Ginyu Force, and I think they're a comedy show. I think the Ginyu Force can start their own comedy show. You know, I think that they're all good in their way and they're all funny in their way. But I think it's so hard to choose actually. When I think of it, I think if I had to choose, then I would go for Ginyu himself. But guys like Bertha or Jace, yeah, they're also funny. Or Guldo even. I mean, the small chunkiness, big fishy eyes. You know,
yeah.
It's like, yeah. But Ginyu definitely with his phrase, yeah.
Yeah, I think for Cyrex and I was never really necessarily in love with them.
Me neither.
But I think Cyrex kind of disliked them, huh, Cyrex? Is it
I
possible?
think they were a little bit annoying.
Yeah, true.
For me, the only thing that I found that was pretty cool is the power of Captain Ginyu for his body
It
transformation.
was too long.
No, I think the Ginyu fight was not that long. The
I mean,
Frieza
with the
fight was
frogs
long.
following Bulma, and then 10 episodes later. And
But Dragon Ball always have those little side stories, and like that's what my son, when he watched them, he liked those little side stories. He disliked the long fight, like the other one we're gonna talk about, Goku and Frieza's fight. So let's talk about this fight. So what you guys like and disliked about this fight? Let's start with Cyrex first. Talk to me about the fight.
way too long. Sorry, but it was way too long.
So it's not even something positive you're gonna say. It's something like way too long.
I mean, every episode you're like, is he going Super Saiyan? Is he going Super Saiyan? No, he's not. No, he's not. You're always disappointed because you're always waiting for that moment.
Yeah, but how did you knew that moment he would go Super Saiyan?
I remember Krillin dying and he goes berserk.
I think what Cyrex meant is
Okay.
yeah, it's like at some point they all talk about Super Saiyan, so we kind of know it's gonna happen. And when it does happen, it is cool. It is very cool. I would say after the Super.
and to see the face of Vegeta.
Yeah. No, Vegeta didn't see it in
When
the
he
moment.
dies and he says he grabs Goku's arms and he's like, you are a Saiyan. I'm proud of you.
But
and
he's not Super
Yeah.
Saiyan at the moment.
No, he's not. He's all emotional.
Yeah.
That's
to be a proud Saiyan and
Yeah.
you're the true Super Saiyan. I think he said
Yeah.
that to him.
that was great.
Yeah, that was a really touching moment, especially coming from
From
Vegeta.
Vegeta. Yeah.
A frozen
Never
heart
expected
character
that
like
from-
you,
And dying
Cyrix.
Vegeta. What?
A frozen heart like you, Cyrix. So yeah, so no, for sure that was a great moment. But like Cyrix said, for me, I love the fight. I rewatched it not long ago with my son actually, and fight is good. There is some very long moment at some point. Specifically, I would say when he turns Super Saiyan. There's like 2 or 3 times he could have died right away, and it takes way too long. I think they could short it up for maybe 3 or 4 episodes, but other than that, it was good. It was good. And what do you think about the fight, Jiren?
Well, when it even started, what I think about the, just in short notice, the transformation, I agree. If you divide it with the episodes we have now in Dragon Ball Super, it's nothing compared to back then, with the transformation. But when he went Super Saiyan, I was all excited. Even it went way too long, but it didn't matter for me. I never thought about, it's taking too long. I had that in later episodes when he went Super Saiyan 2 or 3.
Yeah.
It was like, man, it takes like 2 or 3 episodes for turning into a Super Saiyan, So, but other than that, the fight itself, when he turned Super Saiyan, I think still it's one of the best fights I have seen in Dragon Ball Z. And why? Is because Frieza was known as the most evil villain in the universe. I mean, even Beerus knew about him and Wish. We see that in Dragon Ball Super. But the fight was, I think it was well done. I really liked the fight, and it really was sitting on the edge of my seat. I was like, when the episode ended, I was like, I want to see the next part of the fight. I want to see it because it was so nice done. And Goku, with his pure heart, always showed mercy no matter what. When he killed Krillin and Vegeta,
I was about to say that.
and all the Namekians.
Yeah.
He still showed mercy. That was something also what I liked in the fight, that Goku always showed
He
mercy.
gave Frieza energy to be able to leave. And really-
Exactly.
Like,
He wasted it.
yeah, that's it.
I feel it could be pure of heart, but not that kind. I think this is almost foolish pure of heart.
That's pretty.
Like,
that's pretty dumb.
we love Goku. He's a good guy, but at some point, he's really foolish. Sometimes we feel he's stupid.
Naive.
Yeah, he is.
He's really naive.
Big time.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
there's no doubt it.
So that goes quick around this moment, but if we go next, I want to talk about the Cell saga. What we're gonna see right here in our screen, we can see Perfect Cell with Gohan, and actually in his Super Saiyan 2 form. So this is actually the saga that we got presented with a boost in the Super Saiyan phase. So what did you think about that saga? What was your favorite moments of it, Peter, and the one you disliked about it?
Peter's favorite is Cell Max, right, Jiren?
I think, yeah, definitely.
That SCR
Cell
Cell
Max
Max.
is a whole different story. But actually, the best moment for me when I really had the chills, I think that is even my best memory in whole Dragon Ball Z, is the Super Saiyan transformation of Gohan in Super Saiyan 2, when Android 16 got stomped on his head by Cell, and that Gohan just loses all control on it, and it even now when I talk about it, it gives me the chills. For sure. I mean, this is such a memorable moment for me back then. I watched this clip, I think, over thousands of times, rewatched it in the years after. Definitely the best moment. I think for most people, that is the best moment. in the Cell Saga.
Yeah, for sure. That is one great moment, definitely on the Cell Saga when Cell just crushed the head of C16, and you can see his eyes popping out, and Gohan just goes freaking berserk. Release his inner power at some point and unlock level 2 of the Dragon Ball saga. Oh, pretty cool. I just wanted to say a bit of shout out to welcome Diego in the chat. What's up, my brother? I hope you're having a great day, because we are right now with our brother Jiren in the house, Peter in the same thing.
Yeah.
How awesome is that? That's super cool.
So we're just talking Dragon Ball right now. We're talking about the Cell Saga, and for me, honestly, what kind of traumatized me or marked me of the Cell Saga is the moment that Cell is killing all the humans in all the villages by just like using his big tail.
Vacuum tail?
Yeah, his vacuum tail. And
Yeah.
I thought it was the vibe that it was bringing. It was kind of scary-ish with some intrigue in it, not knowing what's happening, with the fact at some point that everyone was feeling the energy of him, because when he was spreading his energy everywhere, he was literally having like Goku, Vegeta, Frieza, so everyone was freaking out, saying what the hell is happening. And another moment that kind of is like when he did a Kamehameha, when Cell did that, like what the fuck is that, what's happening?
That was surprising.
Yeah.
That
exactly.
marked me too. And the little minions that he did was pretty cool. The little mini cells.
It's been a while since I've watched that series, to be honest. I'm getting there.
I'm actually right now in that saga with my son, and for me, the Android saga and the Cell saga is my favorite saga, I think.
Yeah, right now I'm watching.
What about you, Jiren? Which one is your favorite saga? The Frieza, the
I
Cell,
think,
or the Boo?
I think it's also a difficult one, because I really think that the Gohan moment, Super Saiyan 2, is the best transformation and what happened. So I should say the Cell saga, but I really like the Buu saga as well, because of the Majin Vegeta transformation.
Yeah.
But also Kid Buu. I really like the character of Kid Buu.
Fat Boo or Skinny Boo?
It was so evil. It was so pure evil.
So we're talking about this guy here,
evil.
huh? If we look on the image right now, we can see Kid Buu right there with Majin, Vegeta, and Goku. So let's jump into the Buu saga. Yes, the Buu saga. So like you said, your favorite time was for sure when he was becoming Majin. But what did you think about the idea behind Buu itself?
I think it was a dangerous thing when I watched Buu evolving, and he was like an indestructible person, you know, when they shoot lasers and other kind of energy blast right through him, he could repair himself. And the fact of that was like, when I was into the role of Dragon Ball Z, I was thinking like, man, Buu cannot die, you know, he can repair himself. Even when he's blown to pieces, he can repair himself. I really was stunned. And I think that was for me like the scariest saga as well, because of all those things. We had Dabura, of course, next to it, which I also thought wasn't a long fight, but it was a formidable fighter. I mean, he has dangerous attacks. I remember the spit he did when you turn into stone. Yeah, it was a really, definitely, it was really nice to see. But Buu, it really got my attention that it was an opponent to watch carefully of him. So.
Yeah, and I really like, for me, the fact when Buu arrived and noticed that Babidi was his master. And at some point, he just got sick of it.
One second, Yanni. Can you say Babidi quick?
Babidi, 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 babidi.
That's pretty good.
Babidi Boo.
Babidi, babidi, blah, 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 boo, babu, babidi.
Wow, yeah, all right. You
Okay.
get the point.
Babidi. Oh, Bibbidi.
So,
Yes, Bibbidi and Babidi.
Babidi and Bibidi. Bibidi is the father of Babidi, babidi, bibidi.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
Babbity bibbity.
Say babbity bibbity bibbity bibbity
No, I
babbity.
can't. I can't.
Bibbity blah.
Babbity bibbity bibbity. Oh.
Oh, having too much fun saying just little words, huh? So yeah, for me,
Not
say
gonna work.
so when Babbity get his head destroyed by Beerus because not by Beerus, I don't know why I said Beerus, but by Boo, after realizing that it's the only one who has the magic power to put him back in his cocoon. So by destroying him, Boo after you would just realize he's just a normal goofy guy who just want to have fun, and he's not like a mean guy, so he just don't have any guidance. And that's what I liked about the Boo saga, and the fact that his evil came out. And seems that Dragon Ball always have a good and a bad side in everyone. It's the same thing with Piccolo. We had the same thing with like everyone. Even if you go, I don't know if you noticed in the past, but Yamcha was an evil towards Goku who became good. He was a pirate who was stealing from people and became nice after meeting Goku. Bulma was a bitch too, still is, but a nicer one, I would say. After that, they got Piccolo. Piccolo was actually the evil side of Kami. So like, and even the evil side of Kami become good after knowing Goku. You have Tien Shannon, the same thing. He was evil. So even Frieza now in Super is almost good. You got Vegeta that become good, the androids that become good, Boo that becomes good. So it seems that Goku, when you touch someone, they all become good. It seems.
I just asked Tiago
Yeah,
his favorite
it's
moment,
good influence.
and he says in the Saint Saga, the classic fight between Goku and Vegeta. In the Frieza Saga is the fight between Goku and the Ginyu Force, when he finally shows up and wrecks them with no effort.
Yeah.
That was a good
Yeah,
moment
true.
too.
Yeah, that's Goku is always. You know what? Goku is the king, and even Krillin
he's a
said it.
savior.
No, but even Krillin
There
says
were
it
no
in the
match for
Super.
him.
He says it seems that Goku always arrive last second every freaking time, and Krillin says in the Super at some point, okay, he got to do it on purpose because people actually are laughing about that. Like people about Dragon Ball because it's too like the same thing all at the same time. So even Dragon Ball made a reference about themselves and making like laugh about it with Krillin saying, "Okay, it's almost too stupid."
It's not like that in the Android Saga. He's just sick lying down.
But he still arrives like
yeah, but he's there, but he's sick.
he's always sick. He's beaten
Yeah,
up by
true.
Vegeta before going on Namek. After that, with the Cell, he's doing that with Boo. Probably he's dead with Boo. Fucking guy who exploded himself. So you know what's stupid? I gotta say that, okay, guys, think about it. So Goku is
Definitely.
capable of using instant transmission when the bomb's gonna explode. He has the time to talk to his son for like 2 minutes, but he doesn't have the time to drop it at Kaioken and come back home without Cell leaving him there alone and not dying.
Yeah, well,
Yep.
mystery.
Yeah,
of
that's
Dragon
always the
Ball.
climax on those things, you know. I mean, there's always those things you think about why he just didn't teleport back, you know, or something like that. There's a lot of those moments when you thought, why didn't he do that, or do this, you know?
Yeah, and I
Or
feel it took
basically with other characters as well.
It took so long for Goku to fly. It took him forever to fly.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, when Gohan transformed to Super Saiyan 2, I think at that moment he could have destroyed Cell in a moment when Android 18 was spit out, but his arrogance took over, and I was like, normally you would say, just finish him and it's all over, but then you have a short fight. So of course they wanna change it, but another way you were like, oh, do it, just do it. But then it don't happen, you know.
So
It's always like that.
I got a question for you, Jiren. Who was your favorite master that trained Goku, and why?
In the Dragon Ball Z series,
I would say in any Dragon Ball series. So you saw Master. No, you never saw Master Roshi train. You saw Goku got trained by Kaio.
Popo.
No, not Mr. Popo.
Yeah,
that
who
was
is?
no Mr.
At the
Popo
beginning.
was in Dragon Ball, the normal one. So who did you
Yeah,
saw
your
Goku
wish.
train with? And trained by Kaioken. Sky.
I think,
Nordkai. You saw Nordkai.
yeah, you have. I think Wish.
Wiz, yeah, that's a good one.
Wish.
Wish.
I really think. I don't know. We didn't see a lot of training by Wiz, but I think Wiz brought some potential of Ultra Instinct when he finally achieved it by training with him. So I think that was really, really something worthwhile. When I was thinking about, yeah, I think Wiz was the best trainer for Goku.
Yeah.
But I have yet to see Goku being trained by Master Roshi, for example.
Am I-
And
So I thought you're telling me. I just really go for it. Sorry. If you
Am
want
I
to say.
wrong, or maybe Wiz should take a bigger place in Dragon Ball Super?
In what sense?
He's not there enough. He's not. It's all about Beerus, pretty much.
Yeah, but he's
Wiz,
actually the master of Beerus, so he's not supposed.
He should be more
and he's not
involved in
even
the story.
allowed. No, but he's not allowed to intervene with the other people. But Jiren, are you up to date with the books of Dragon Ball?
No.
No, you're not. Okay, so I'm not gonna spoil anything. But later on, you can see a bit more about that Whis and everything. He's
Oh, yeah?
actually getting more involved, so that's pretty cool.
That makes sense.
Yeah, because with things that coming, and there's actually one of the brothers Whis that get involved into the humans. So that's even more sick, and Angel will get more involved. So just gonna say that to that. Other than that, Jiren, I want you to talk a bit about what you're doing with your Instagram, your cards. We want to know more about you. So what are you doing exactly for someone who doesn't know you? What it is? How much time does it take you? What motivates you to do what you're doing?
well, basically, I'm a content creator on Instagram with making video animations. It all started back when last year in August, when I also started collecting Dragon Ball cards again. I wanted to be different, you know. I wanted to be like people posting content, you know, still pictures, and oh, my cat tries to intervene.
He's like, what are you doing up?
With oh, sorry.
No problem. We
Come
have
back to bed,
animals too.
Dad.
It's like, yeah, it's supposed to be bedtime. We're supposed to be cuddling in a bed.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. No, but I saw everyone having these still pictures on their Instagram, and I posted them myself as well. But then I realized I want to do something different. I want to do something for the community. I want to pop out. Yeah, just being different. So I was like, why I'm not trying to make a Dragon Ball Z card like it's a short animation. You know, it's like a short clip of a video example. You know, just a small thing, just not a still card, but something that it's worthwhile watching. So I started with that, and I remember my first creation, and then evolved it into more and more and better and better. And then I realized as well, I want to do more. You know, I want to do big, but it's pretty difficult because I'm doing everything on my phone. So while doing that, and that being said, is having more things for in the future to make it more bigger.
So that means
as for now,
to be able for you to do something like this, Jiren, you're gonna have to have a new computer, and that's gonna include playing with us at the Breakers. So I like that.
And
That's for
also,
sure.
Jiren,
Yes.
I need to ask, are you an iPhone guy or a Samsung guy?
Samsung.
Samsung, there you go.
What is that for?
I have
There you
I have
go.
the AirPods, but I use Samsung. But
That's it.
no, I'm not typical of a guy that uses his mobile much. So I just go for the cheaper ones. But yeah, now for my editing, I might have to upgrade a little bit. So of course it will stay a Samsung, that's for sure. But
I understand.
yeah,
Yeah,
But,
for a computer, I understand you're gonna go with a Windows computer. That's
Oh, yeah.
normal.
that's definitely sure. Yeah.
And
But
Jiren
other than
just hit-
that, I really like to make content for other people to enjoy, and of course the Dragonball franchise on Instagram is not so big as, for example, for Pokemon. But I really like making this animation, and yeah, that's what I like to do. So if people are into something different, they can also watch the video. So yeah.
Yeah, that's great. And by the way, Jiren just hit 1,000 followers on Instagram.
Oh, congratulations. I
Yeah.
think that deserves another hand of applause.
You don't have the sound, but yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks guys for the support.
Yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
it's been a crazy year actually, because it's like a year ago when I started it, and my goal is to entertain people and get already, for me, 1,000 followers on Instagram is pretty much an achievement for me, and yeah, I'm really glad for all the support. Without the support of other people, I wouldn't have been so far as well. So I thank everyone as well for the support. So
Cool.
That's great.
That's great. So other than that, that was actually bringing us to another question, because I realize it's already 8:45, so we have 15 minutes left, and we want to talk about Breakers. So it's a game that I know you like. I'm gonna put a video playing in the background on the repeat. So Breakers, what it is, and like we know what it is. What do you like about Breakers? Tell me, Jiren, why this game?
First to start off, I'm really addicted to this game at this point. I see some flaws in the game still, but that's not changing my opinion about the game itself. But what it makes fun for me, then I have to go a little bit back. Maybe you guys remember there was a modification back then for Quake. It called was for Dragon Ball Z. It called Bit for Power.
Okay.
I'm not sure if you guys remember that.
I don't think Cyrex neither.
It was like you had a small map arena, like the tower, for example, when you had to fight each other, and you could upgrade yourself by forms. It was really a bit sketchy, but it reminds me of the Breakers a little bit in some way or some form. I always looked up to a Dragon Ball Z game that looked like this, and the Breakers resemble or comes close to that. And yeah, when I'm playing this game now, it feels like some nostalgia as well. And being a level, I think I'm now level 52 or something.
Oh, that's good. I think I'm just level 27 or 28.
52.
So you played
Yeah.
good, yeah. So okay, so tell me, which you told me that you have still the grappling, the green grappling that you have. I'm also using this one. It's very useful. I realize the other one is Kaioken or Solo Flare I'm using that I love. Did you ever try the Saiyan Pod or the bike of Bulma?
I tried the Saiyan Pod for the beginning, because you had three things. You had guaranteed summon in the beginning.
No.
I had the Saiyan Pod. I used it, but I think the cooldown is too long.
Yeah.
And it takes. Of course, you can reduce the time by upgrading it when it comes down, but that's also taking too long. So the Saiyan Pod is not for me. I'm using now the Bulma bike.
Yeah, it's
because
crazy, yeah.
Because of your tip you gave me, so I spent 10 points in it, and wow, it's definitely
The way to
a
go.
no-brainer for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm using the Bulma bike, Solar Flare,
The grapple.
the grappling hook,
Yeah.
and the jumping pad.
Are they
Those four
planning on
skills.
going cross-platform or?
No, it's not cross-platform.
It's not, but
unfortunately.
are they planning on?
It's not, honestly, like I
I hope
told
not.
Jiren, when they want to do Xenoverse 3, they're talking that could happen, but Xenoverse 3 is going to be in 2024, so we're not.
24.
Yeah, so we're not about to see it.
Holy crap.
So there's more chances that Jiren will buy a computer than I think having a cross-platform.
For sure.
So yeah, but no,
No, it's not good. Yeah.
And as the villain, who do you prefer playing and why?
Definitely Majin Buu.
Okay, same as me. Yeah, we said we were the same for that.
I have upgraded it totally of getting much more energy. So basically, after what is name again? The startup, it's PoPoBearBH.
Oh yeah, PoPoBearBH.
Yeah, after that, when I start with Majin Buu, I only have to get 2 kills to get to the next level.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
that's pretty fast because I boosted it all the way up to max.
So what did you
And,
boost exactly? The which part did you boost to get that?
That's the the energy increase boost. I'm not too sure which skill that is called, but it's a skill which is used by Majin Buu, Super Buu, and Kid Buu
Okay.
for transformation.
To be able to upgrade a transformation. I'm gonna definitely look into that because I didn't even know that existed. So like
It's worthwhile doing that for sure.
yeah. So for sure, I'm
And-
gonna try that.
And you, it's also fun because actually, when you level up to 15, I'm level 22 now with Majin Buu,
Wow.
well as a raider. Yeah, I'm pretty good at it, I must say. So, but when you level up to 15, you can change color.
Oh, it's 15.
So
I was wondering.
you have
when.
different color schemes, and you start off with blue. So I have a blue Majin Buu. It's pretty crazy. It's not like the original, but it's differently. So
it makes you more powerful as the
game.
villain.
Sorry?
It makes you more powerful as a villain. Once they see you at a color, they know that you're a good player. You're not a shitty player.
Exactly.
They better
You
be
should
afraid.
see how Cell looks when he has the blue form. It looks like a Cell Junior,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
then
yeah.
the perfect
I
Cell
saw it,
form. That's so cool.
So
Yeah.
tell me, what is your technique as a villain to be able to be good?
To be a villain, to be good. My main focus, it's pretty strange. I'm not sure if most of those people use, but I'll try to get a Dragon Radar as soon as possible, because when someone summons Shenron, it's pretty much, if they work together, you will lose the game.
Yeah.
So when I have the Dragon Radar, I can always track on the Dragon Balls nearby. So if there's anyone moving with a Dragon Ball, so I want to get at least one Dragon Ball as a villain.
Yeah, as
so
a safety.
I know they cannot summon Shenron.
True that. And do you
So
go
that works out
for?
pretty much.
Do you go at the beginning for NPC skill or for the real kills right away?
For the NPC skills, kills for sure, definitely, yeah.
Yeah, I like what I realize when we land, depending on which villain you are, you're landing and where your house is. And normally the survivors are always spawning at the other side of the map. First, for me, when I start, I fly right there, kill 1 or 2 guy, transform good. So there's already 1 or 2 guy that is down. And after that, I stay more in the middle-ish and go around. But as soon as you see a key that has got CB, you just look at the keys so you know where they are. But what I like about Majin Buu is when they are really far away and he sends his goo and it traps the person and he cannot escape. That's pretty dope.
That's really pretty cool, and that's why I like the new siphons you have, so you can transform as a normal player into Majin Buu as well. And when you have the 5-star version of Majin Buu, you can use the ability itself on the Raider. So it's pretty cool.
So that is it that new that came out? Is it an update or something? I noticed that, but I never took the time. Okay, it's an update that if we resummon right now, we can have the chance to get this, right?
Yeah, but you have to check out really thoroughly, because you have to swipe from one side to the other. At least for us on the PlayStation, it's like you have the normal summons.
You have a different kind.
When you do 10 summons, you get 1 extra free.
Yeah.
And when you swipe to the right,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
have when you can get Frieza, Buu, and Cell.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Holy crap.
And you
Sorry,
know
Joe.
what's also cool? That it's differently from the character how you look. The person like Cell, Frieza, or Boo will have a lookalike form, so it will change shape
Oh.
on the way how your character looks, like in the face, you know,
Oh, that's
especially
cool.
in the face,
I'm definitely gonna have to try that. I didn't try that yet. So that's cool.
for sure.
Oh man, yeah,
And-
it's a really cool game.
And what I want to add is what I hope, because I'm pretty. The game is really good, but what I figured out myself already, at least in one level, is at some point I think they have like 2 or 3 different locations where Dragon Balls can spawn, and I
Yeah.
know for a fact in one location I can get like all Dragon Balls within 3 minutes,
Oh yeah.
because I know where the Dragon Raider is, and I know where to find the Dragon Balls. I wish and I hope, and maybe I will also send an email of that for feedback. They will make it always random, that all items are random.
Oh, so they're not random. Oh, so you should
Only
hit me
only
up
like
where the
3 times
Dragon
they're random.
Radar. Send me that Dragon Ball radar location. I'm gonna have to start doing that. That's for sure.
Cheater.
Definitely.
It's not a cheater if the game always put the same place, and my brother hooked me up with a little information here. Alright, so okay.
Yeah, it's good information.
So before we finish already almost the stream, because it's already late for you as well, I want to know for you what you wish to see happening in Dragon Ball itself, like Super, whatever it is. What are you hoping to see in the near future to happen with Dragon Ball? Card games, movies, shows, new thing, name it. What you, Jiren, Peter would like to see about Dragon Ball? You wish something like this could happen.
Great question. I really thought about it, that I always said it, and it's not only, of course it's because I'm a Jiren fan, but I think Jiren took a big part in the Tournament of Power. He had some roles in Dragon Ball Heroes, but I really wished he'd get a more bigger part. So I really hope in the next Dragon Ball series that Jiren also will take a part in the series as one of the heroes, because I think we all can agree that in the end Jiren is not a villain, but he's playing a hero, but for his own universe.
Exactly.
So,
for some people, a
I
hero
really
looks
wish,
like
yeah.
a villain, and for some other people, a villain is a hero. Depends on which story it's been said
True.
by. So yeah, you're right, Jiren.
and yeah.
He
And
sh-
of
he-
course,
he should
I
come.
hope for in the Dragon Ball Super card game, that's the same thing. Jiren deserves a secret rare. That's even maybe a god rare, but that's too
Oh,
much to ask. So.
God rare.
Jiren, you are collecting cards, but do you play the game?
Nope, I'm not
Yeah, us neither.
playing the game. So I think it looks pretty cool though, but I don't think I have time for that, because I like to play games and I really want to focus on these games. And yeah, as start of January the 2nd, I start my own business. So pretty much I don't have time for all those different things. So I have to pick.
Understand
So I'll stay
that.
with the gaming and collecting cards.
I just wish that at some point Dragon Ball could do like all the other games that are doing out there, that game could be playable.
Play online.
Oh, exactly. Thank you,
God.
Cyrex. Freaking do it online.
Play online.
Like,
That'd be so much easier.
Definitely.
Like,
Yeah.
okay, you buy the card, it's one thing. Maybe you have to scan your card, or maybe not, or whatever. At least you can just have all the cards and do a deck online to practice, and that's it. So that way people are capable of playing all around the world. You can make more tournaments, more stuff
And
like that.
First, and you can learn
Yeah.
to play the game also.
Because like, okay, between...
Definitely.
Unfortunately, we're older. We all have real life families and stuff like that. We don't have time to drive, go all the way to a friend's to play cards, come back. Like, not in the week. The weekend, we're always busy. So To be able to have that game on the phone, it would be even better. So 2 dads go take a shit and they can play the game quietly. That's the way it is now. So play a quick game, bang.
Well, Jiren, Diego has a question for you. What's your best card in your set? Behind you.
Oh, that's definitely. I'm gonna take it out for a moment and show you guys. Yeah, the best one is. I don't think you guys will believe it, but I really happy with this card. That's an BGS 10 pre-release Jiren leader from Cross Spirits.
I'm surprised it's a Jiren one.
Of course. Why I really like this one is because BGS does not grade pre-release cards anymore.
Yeah.
So it's pretty special as well. This is a pop 2 right now. So I'm trying to get hold on the other one as well. But I got 2 9.5s as well. So they're part of my grails.
That's
and if you talk really about a grail, then yeah, of course, I talked about it before. Apex of Power.
How much is it worth?
Yeah, that's an amazing card.
Yeah.
Card. Cool.
I really don't like buying loose cards, but this one I bought raw and sent it off grading to BGS, so I have no regret at all.
No, true. At some point, we're gonna have to do it ourselves, sending all my cards. That's gonna happen one day, but there's a lot to send. A lot of them cards.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
so,
where do you guys going to send it off? To BGS, PSA? Or?
Yeah, we're waiting because we want to try to do something special. We want to do a road trip. Want to be able to take a bus and go do like a week or 2 in the US. And yeah, and just do a road trip and go in a place that we have an appointment. We leave the card, they grade it for like 1, 2, 3 days, and we leave back with the cards and do like a big video about it. So yeah, and
That's
visit
sick.
places. So
Let's say we go to Comic Con.
Yeah.
And then we go to the PSA or Beckett.
For me, it's gonna be
it's
Beckett. Beckett.
Yeah, definitely.
Like a black label is a black label. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's true. But not only that, I mean, I really think if you talk about aesthetics, BGS is just the better choice.
I totally agree with you.
Because overall the card looks better with it, with the logo and the red and white. It's for me it doesn't do any justice to the cards.
The other ones is more like sporty look, grading-ish, versus Beckett is more like playing cards, quality image art kind of look.
How much does it cost? Is it like $100 or something
Totally agree.
per card?
To grade?
Yeah.
Cheaper.
No. I think they're going at some point they were $100 if you wanted to have it in a month. But now, how much are they for you, Jiren?
Well, I do it through a middleman, so it's like for now they reduce the prices. It's 35 euros a card, but I believe if you send in bulk, it's like I believe $22 a card now.
No, that's good.
But I'm not sure if you have to be a member for that or something. I'm not too sure about it. So, but it's pretty low now because I paid a lot more 5 months ago.
Okay. So that's cool. Other than that, it already wrap it up. It's already 9 o'clock, already an hour, and we don't want to keep you awake too long. We know you have a big day. We literally cut your sleep in 2, Jiren. I want to thank you a lot for being here. It's really
Super fun.
appreciated. We're gonna send you much love, brother.
Well, we're not only sending you much love, we're sending you lots of cards.
Yeah, and you're probably gonna receive your box pretty soon. And
9 SPR, that's a record.
Yeah, that's a record. You definitely got a record. You pulled a fucking secret. I'm sorry, that was fire.
That was sick. Yeah, for sure.
So yes, my brother. So we're gonna leave you like this. Diego, we're gonna tell you good night as well. Peter, brother, Jiren, it's already appreciated. Much love. And we gonna tell you and everyone in the audience a good night, and we all gonna see you guys on Friday with some new little twists to the roulette that you guys hopefully really gonna appreciate. So other than that,
Thank you so much.
I thank you all, everyone. And
Thank you guys.
I'm gonna say
See you guys Friday.
peace
Peace.
out.
Good evening. See you
Bye-bye.
later.
Ciao.